So this is just a quick review for Predictive Index because it is something that I've used for about 12 months now, a little over 12 months, that I've implemented into our business. And I'm Adam Kremer. I work at Royalty Renewables, actually own Royalty Renewables. We are essentially just a direct sales organization, full door to door, which if you're familiar with direct sales, the lifeblood of your organization is recruiting. We've had 18,000 people apply to our company this year. Not all of them have gone through the entire process, but at least reached out to get information on the job. So we do a ton of hiring, and that is really the basis of our company. And what Predictive Index has done for us is it's given us a data-driven approach to hiring, to management, to really understanding who are the high performers, right? And that's our main goal, is to hold an incredibly high standard. Like our standard in salespeople is through the roof, because who do high performers want to be around? More high performers, right? So to curate a culture and a structure around only high performing individuals, you really need to understand what that high performing individual looks like before they even come in, right? And Predictive Index gives us exactly that, because we can identify immediately what their behavioral type is on what role they're going to fit. We've even been able to identify to the point of what makes the best sales leader. Like, what is the data behind a sales leader and what's the data behind a best sales rep? So we can start hiring and adjusting the percentages of behavioral types that we hire in order to make sure we're building the proper amount of trainers at the same time as building the proper amount of sales reps. The other piece of it is we're tracking how many people are leaving and what behavioral types they are. For two things: A, so we're not hiring as many of those, but B, so we're figuring out what our weak points are, right? Like, if we can't tailor our approach to these behavioral types, what do we need to adjust? Is it worth adjusting for us, or is it just, hey, let's not even hire them at all, right? Like, what kind of adjustments could we make in order to tailor the experience to fit a broader scope? Or do we just narrow it down and just not hire them at all? But with that, right, like, that's a decision we have to make, but we wouldn't have that data. We wouldn't understand how to make that decision or what that decision even would look like without having the predictive index. So getting very clear on what your ideal avatar is, that nailing those down is huge. Understanding what kind of management it takes per individual, which is massive and a huge thing that predictive index helps with. And then really how to tailor your approach to managing them, dealing with them, communicating with them. It really gives you a blueprint of every single person that comes into the organization, and it's a solid foundation if you're looking to build a world-class business. So I can't recommend it enough. We've used it consistently. I'm not going to stop using it. We even had a meeting today about it, on exactly what it is that we're looking for, and people made the adjustments based on new data that we've gotten in just because of the platform. So yeah, can't recommend it enough. Regardless what you're hiring for, especially direct sales side of things, it is a game changer.